It's so important to talk about addiction because, despite how hard it may seem, it is possible to recover.
These stories give strength and hope. They show that addiction impacts people far and wide, and it's okay to talk about it.
Please ask for help if you need to. You are not alone.
Addiction affects everyone.
But recovery is possible.
I was desperately lonely.
I was just isolated at home.
Completely disconnected from reality.
How much I hated myself.
And I hated who I was and what I was doing to my friends and my family and my relationships.
I always felt I was a negative influence, a dark cloud over people.
Drugs completely took over my life.
Trapped. I was trapped in this cycle of shame, guilt.
I honestly thought I was the only person in the world to struggle with this addiction. I realised that I wasn't alone. We are all susceptible to this. We are all capable of developing addiction.
Nobody really knew the extent of what was going on.
I had a great job, I had a great social life, everything was very shiny on the outside.
The majority of people that have these addictions are at home doing it, are able to pay their bills still.
Yeah. The reality was that the addictions took over me really, really quickly.
It was fast becoming a downward spiral.
The rock bottom came.
I just couldn't do it anymore. I was broken.
I realised that something needed to change. I was at the lowest of the low.
I didn't want to hurt my loved ones. I did. They were slowly watching me die, and it's just, it's, that's the biggest regret I've got.
My brother had to get hold of me and sit me down. The family intervened. He's been with me all the way since I put my hand up and asked for help that day.
And I think that was the point that things changed for me.
This time it worked. It stuck and I went to rehab.
I saw a really compassionate doctor in A&E.
And I managed to get into a recovery house.
I went to my first meeting that afternoon.
I remember feeling sick to my stomach, but something told me to just keep walking up the stairs.
And at first I didn't think this was going to help me, but I walked out of there with a bit of hope.
I found a supportive community of people who understood my journey and who walked alongside me every step of the way.
What has recovery given me? It's given me a life.
Every day waking up is just absolute glory.
Life without gambling is so peaceful.
All of my relationships, one way or another, have mended themselves, which is something I still can't quite believe to this day.
My dad is my inspiration. 53 years sober this year.
We're closer as a family, having gone through that trauma together.
I'm so proud of her. I won my sister back.
If addiction is surviving, recovery is living.
There's a whole beautiful, beautiful world out there.
We waking up every day with a clear mind.
I have my dignity back.
I'm now debt-free.
I'm not scared of life anymore.
I'm having a baby.
People trust me.
My children have never ever seen me drink.
Our relationship is totally different.
I just want to recover really loudly.
Going sober has been the best thing that I've ever done, and I'm so proud of myself.
Giving up one thing to gain absolutely everything.
Sobriety is the gift of life. It's amazing.
Recovery is possible.
Get the support to take the step. Know that it's scary. Know that it's hard. And know that it's supposed to feel that way. But the end result is better than you could ever imagine.